Hi, welcome back to my channel. My name is Maddie. Today I wanted to show you how to make a macrame keychain. So basically what you're gonna need something to attach your macrame to. I personally like using these lobster clips. I think you can get them at Hobby Lobby. I usually buy them off of Amazon because I can get bulk for a really good price. But check out Hobby Lobby, check out Craft Store, maybe even Walmart has these. But yeah, this is what we're gonna be doing. This cord is a 4mm cord that I just buy off of Amazon. And then I'm gonna be using a macrame board. I did get this from Hobby Lobby. You could probably also get it off of Amazon, I'm sure. Or you could use just a piece of cardboard. So how you use a piece of cardboard, just get one, whatever size you're comfortable with, and just put one notch on each side. That's what you're gonna need. Then I'm just using some scissors. And I do have a crochet hook as well that I'm gonna be using at the very, very, very end. Doesn't really matter what size, just as long as it's not super duper small compared to your cord. Otherwise it won't do what you need it to do. So the one I have right now, it's a size K or a 6.5. That's probably showing up backwards for you. But yeah, that's pretty much all that I use. And let's get started. So starting off, I have my macrame board. I'm gonna go ahead and grab one of my lobster claws right here. Now, I just have an extra piece of string that easily fits right into my macrame board right here. So what I'm gonna do is just attach it just using a little lark's head knot. So how to do that, you fold your string in half, push it through. So now you're here, you're gonna open up your loop and pull your ends through. So that's just a little lark's head knot. Just gonna put my edges in here. So now I have my lobster clip in place. So for cutting the string, what I do, I don't really measure it out. I just wrap it around my arm once, and then I cut a little bit further than that. So I just cut a few inches down, and you'll see how much is left over at the end. And I just need 3 of these right here. So I'm just holding my string, the cut piece, to the pieces that's already still on my roll there, just to get that measured out. And it doesn't have to be perfect. See how they're all coming out to slightly different lengths right there. So I'll go ahead and try to measure this for you really quick so you know how long this is. So the edge of this board from my 6 to my 9, it's 10 inches right there. So let's just measure this really quick just to give you a rough idea. 1, 2, 3, 4. So just about 40 inches even for one piece. So what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna do a lark's head knot onto my lobster clip to attach this. So remember how we did that? Folded our piece in half. Putting it through, open the loop, then pulling my tails through the loop. I'm gonna do that for each one. So again, folding my piece in half, and you want to attach them all the same way. So since this first one, I went this way, I'm gonna keep doing that, otherwise it'll flip it around. Open up my loop and pull my tails through. Then for the last one, fold my cord in half, open up the loop, pull the tails through. And then I'll just kind of tighten the lark's head. Oh, sorry, losing my voice. Tighten the lark's head knot right there. Okay, now what we're gonna do, we're gonna be working on the double half hitch. So that is just kind of how you get this line, by doing a double half hitch. So I'll show you how to do that. We're gonna start just with our middle strand only. And whichever way you want it to go, that's gonna be your leading cord. So since I want my double half hitch to go this way, my leading cord is going to go this way. So let's get these two out the way for now. We're gonna start just with the middle piece. Taking the right side, I'm gonna cross it over the left. This is my left cord right here. This is my right cord. My left cord is behind. I have this loop. I'm gonna stick it through and pull. So it's just kind of wrapped around there. Now I'll tighten. I'll do that one more time. So this is the same one I just did that loop with. We're gonna do that loop again. Have my loop, take my tail, put it into the loop, and now pull that tight. And that is a double half hitch right there. So, sorry, my baby's kicking me right now. So I'm gonna go ahead and keep on doing this. So this is my leading cord. All I'm doing is just holding this cord. I'm not doing anything with this cord at all, just holding it. So now, the cord that I am working with, make my loop, take my tail, cross over my leading cord, and then pull it through that loop. You don't want to pull it too tight, because if I pull it too tight, then my double half hitches will be flush, and I don't want that. I want them to curve down. So I'm not pulling it as tight. Now let's do that again. I'm holding my leading cord, making my loop, pushing my tail through the loop. Okay, so I'm gonna do that for this last section right here. So those are my double half hitches on my left side. Now let's start on the right. So you're gonna have this piece that's sticking out here. This will be your new leading cord. So we're not gonna be doing anything with this. We're just gonna be using our working cords, which are on our right hand side now. I'm making my loop. My working cord goes underneath the leading cord, and then I'm pulling it through the loop, then tightening it. But remember, we're not doing it too tight because we want to make sure we have that V coming down. So let's do that again. Holding my leading cord, working cord, making the loop under, pulling through. Okay, let's do that again. Working cord, loop under, pull through over. Loop under, pull through over. Perfect. So now what we're going to be doing is making this box knot right here in the middle. So how to do that? Let's move these out the way. We're not going to be using these, just the 4 cords in the middle. So the 4 cords in the middle, all we're going to be using. These 2 just stay right there. So we're not gonna be messing with those. We're just gonna hold on to them. And how to do this. So I'm taking my right piece, I'm making a loop, I'm crossing over my 2 middle cords, but under my far left cord. Now my far left cord coming under and behind, then through the loop. So that's the top of it. So now we're basically going to do the opposite of what we just did. So now these are still holding in place, but now from this side we're coming over. So kind of opposite, coming over on this side, and now we're going behind on our right side and through the loop, behind and through the loop, then pull that nice and tight. Now we're going to bring these cords back in. These are our leading cords right here. So leading cord, not really doing anything with that, just kind of holding on to it and wrapping our working cords around. So let's get these two out the way. Hold your leading cord, take your working cord. Remember how we did this? We made our loop, we came behind our leading cord, go over top and pull through your loop. Now go ahead and tighten this one pretty good. We're going to do that one more time. We're going to want to tighten these pretty good because this is how we're going to start getting our curve coming back around right here. So I'm going to do that again on this side with our second cord. So again, we're making our loop, we're going behind our leading cord, pulling our working cord through the loop up top. Let's do that one more time. So now we're going to catch up on our other side. Take my leading cord, holding on to my leading cord. We're going to make our loop that goes behind, then come over with the tail. Pull that nice and tight. Do that again. There we go. You know what? I think I just made a mistake. Let me pull that out. And it's okay to make mistakes. See how easy it is to pull this out? Just pull it right out. I had it oriented in the wrong direction. My loop's on this side. There we go. I had my loop on the wrong side. So the way you know your loop is on the right side is if your cords are sticking outward. So that mistake I made, I had my cords sticking back inward. So again, to show you how to do this side correctly, have my leading cord, my working cord, the loop is on the left, taking the tail over from the right and through that loop. I'll do that one more time. And it's okay if you make mistakes, it's really easy to take it out. Now our two leading cords are meeting down here in the middle. So you can go either way. I like to keep it going. Do you see where I have this this leading cord is on top the whole time. So to keep that going on top, this will stay my leading cord. You can come from the other side, but how it'll look is this will be up top. You started with it up top here, and then it'll switch. And it'll just kind of look opposite. It doesn't look bad at all. I just personally like having this be the raised portion the whole time, where it looks like this is like the origin of where it came from, if that makes sense at all. I don't know. Maybe I'm just super picky, but how I keep it going this way, this is gonna stay my leading cord, the left side, and now my right cord will be where I'm doing my double half hitches. So I'll just do 2 of those. Okay, now we are back at the beginning. And how we keep going with this. So I'll stop explaining the double half hitches now, because you can always rewind it, go back to the start if it got confusing at all, to figure out how to do that again. But I'm just going to go ahead and make this second little area right here. So I'll go ahead and start with that. And now, so 3 cords, move those out the way so we don't get confused. Okay, now we are back to our box knot. So I will talk you through that again because it can be a little confusing. So we have our 2 cords in the middle that we are not going to be doing anything with. We're just holding them nice and straight. I'm starting with my very far right cord, coming over. Then I'm taking my left cord. I'm going to wrap behind and come through this loop. Pull it nice and tight. Now we're going to do the opposite, where we're coming forward here, making our loop, coming above. Now we're going to go behind and pull through that loop. Pull that nice and tight. Now we're going back with our double half hitches. Finish that side, move it out the way, go on to our opposing side. Okay, now here we are back with our 2 working cords, or leading cords, pardon me, our 2 leading cords. So to keep this design going how I want it, that means this is my main leading cord. So this is my main leading cord. I'll do the double half hitch going this way with my other leading cord. All right, now we are almost done. So what I'm gonna do, I will be using this crochet hook now. I don't think it really matters what size. Honestly, the size just works pretty good for, this is a 4mm cord. I do like 4mm cord. I was using 3mm before, and honestly, it just, everything is so much smaller. Like my keychain would probably be like pretty skinny and a little bit shorter. So this is a 4mm cord, and this is a K-size hook, or 6.5. So what I'm gonna do, because we want this to be like our finishing knot right here, so I'm gonna grab this cord right here, gather the rest of them. I'm gonna flip it because it makes it a little bit easier for me to hold those extra cords. So I'm holding all of those extra cords except for that long one that I picked out. Then I'm just gonna wrap it however many times you want. I usually wrap it like about 3 times. So have it wrapped 3 times, not super tight. Don't want it super tight because you want your crochet hook to still be able to fit through. So there we go, got my crochet hook through. And what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna turn it towards the keychain because it makes it a little bit easier to pull this through. Now, if you could see, I'm just tucking. So this is the cord that I wrapped around 3 times. Just holding it all in place, tucking it under my crochet hook. It's okay if it doesn't come through perfectly, you could start over. Then I'm just wiggling it through, pulling it through, just gonna tighten it. Yeah, get it nice and tight. Look at the front. You could pull your cords through that look kind of wonky right here. Get those situated how you want it. I'm gonna keep pulling this cord nice and tight. Okay, so that, I like how that's looking. I'm gonna go ahead and just trim it. You could trim it however long you want. I'm gonna go probably just like that far. And that is it. Let's go ahead and get it off. Just pull that out. And now you are done. There's the final product. Thank you so much for watching. I really appreciate it. If you have any questions, feel free to ask them down below. Yeah, if I'm able to answer it, I will try my best. But anyway, happy crafting. I hope that you just make them to your heart's desire. I wanted to show you what they look like in other colors as well. I'm actually making a bunch for my baby shower right now. So here's like a green. It looks brown on camera. I swear it's green. I swear it's green in person. And then here is how it looks in a gold. So this is a single twist macrame cord. So that's how it looks with single twist. And what I showed you today, this was a triple twist cord. So what that means is you could just see, like if I unravel it a little bit, it's 3 bundles that come together to make 1 cord. But yeah, anyway, thank you so much for watching. I hope that you have a wonderful day and you have a great time crafting this. Bye.